and welcome back to Silksong! So we're in Terminus right now, or the Cradle, I guess. But we want to be finishing up these last few bits of the game that we still have to go. There is, a lot to be done, I'm sure, but I think we're at the sort of point in the game where the things that are left to do are very obscure and probably take a lot of brain power to figure out. So, like, there's this door, for example, that we never figured out. There's Yarnaby in Greymoor that we still don't have any clue what we need to give them. And I'm pretty sure there's a few other places that I've missed. But no obvious entrances or exits left to explore around these areas in the map. We still have to figure out how to get these fleas. So I think for now... Oh, there is one place that I, did find when I was watching a playthrough that I missed. It was like a secret area up here in this shaft. So while we're next to a travel station, let me just come over here to the Blasted Steps real quick. And here we are. So all we gotta do is climb a little bit. And it's been a little bit since I've played. I'm just sort of putting it off because I'm running out of notes. Yeah, my notes are very sparse, and I'm sort of relying on watching other people play the game to find the things that I've missed at this point. So, who knows how the rest of this playthrough will go. But I'm sure there's more bosses to fill out. I just hope that we get the chance to end the series in a clean way and not have to drag it out artificially. What's this? Bug born of Farloom, you have been chosen. May our citadel's holy gilding harden your soft shell. Stand eternal as our arbiter, that no bug-bearing sin shall step within our sacred halls. Amen. No, it looks like there's, we got a clown down there. Anything? Ooh, looks like we could jump into the ceiling. Let me make sure I'm well equipped before we plunge ourselves down there. We do have this pale oil, so nothing can hurt us, I'm sure. No, but we do have, spool extender. I'm not really too much of a fan. Because I think we have enough spool to work with, but next time we're at a bench, we'll unequip that. Tally-ho! That was a little bit unsettling. What was that, like the sign fixer in Farloom or something? If you don't know, in Hollow Knight, there is a way you can dash down the well, or, fast fall down the well, and then you would kill the sign fixer. Sort of, same looking area. Oh, so we went down, so we can go up. And then I'm sure we're gonna go back down again. It's very dark, there's no doubt about that. Ooh. Looks like we do have some shell shards. I always open the map when I mean to open the inventory, and open the inventory when I mean to open the map. Okay, but I am maxed out, so there's no real point. I mean, this is so beautiful. I would rather... I think there was a little bit of a stutter there. That's me, not you. But I would rather screenshot this than destroy it. My God. It's like a work of art. Jeez, man. I think what I'm even going to do is... put a little map marker here, if I can center it. What should I use for this one? Should I use the black map marker? Maybe, no, this is the one we've used for keys. Let's just put a black one here. So we know that something interesting is back there. And then, ooh, we do still have more activity. So I think we would need to come down with an attack if we want to interact with that creature. But I don't have a we don't have a desolate dive or anything, so I think I just have to attack real quick. Oh my god. Turned out to be correct. Oop. How do you harpoon again? Well, either way. I think we're just gonna have to keep doing that over and over again. Yes. Here we go. Okay, it was a little bit faster that time. I wonder why. Oh, don't grab it, please. Oh my god, there's more than one. Interesting development. Are you kidding me? They're so fast. All of this so I can get a journal entry, and then I'm probably gonna have to kill even more of them. Maybe I just have to, maybe if you wait like a few seconds while you're standing here, that'll make them feel secure enough to stick around. Jeez, dude. Okay, so which, I'm using the Wanderer crest. I think if I had the Hunter, then I'd be able to dive at them a little bit more reliably, but... Really? What if... Instead of doing all that... Oh, I was hoping I would be able to get in the ceiling. Can I not? I'm trying to get back up the way I came. Ah, just stop bumping your head. Man, there has to be a way to get up there. What if I extra jump high? Hang on, this can work. She's just not. She keeps bumping her head. At least I think if you do a running jump, she jumps a little bit higher. I wonder why I keep bumping my head. Yeah, there's no reason for her to be bumping her head. That is the spot that I'm trying to jump into. It just will not let me. What? Well, let's try this one more time then. If there was a tool I could throw down there. Let me see here. Maybe the saw blade. This thing here. The cogwork wheel. I'm gonna teleport to a bench and come back with maybe a tool that can deal with them. Alright, we're back. So I have the architect crest on right now, and I got some tacks with me. Let's see if these work. Hit. I don't hear anything yet. Let me try some more. I wonder if they despawn if you're off the screen. Oh, that's bad. Let me see, maybe I throw it this way. No, it's always gonna go up, it seems. Interesting. Let's throw some tacks here then. And right there. And then if we don't hear anything, actually, I will actually even also set a snare right there. Then maybe one right there. So assuming that everything stays where it is, this should be worthwhile. Oh my god! Hornet's just looking around like, what's that? I hear them, they're still taking damage. What if we just keep it going? Okay, it's despawning a few of the other attacks, but at the same time, we did confirm that it works. I'm not seeing any symbols popping up on the screen yet, indicating that I've killed any one of them. What the hell, man? Maybe violence is not the answer. Maybe the answer is a little bit of song to soothe their worries. I'm sure even after all of that violence, they'll still trust me enough to come out. We'll serve. We'll all serve. Let's grow stronger all together. Interesting. It seems they didn't even mind that one of them got killed while they were all singing. So let's find out what the hell that was about. Squirm, huh? Wriggling young grub that lives in darkness. Defeat one more. Oh, thank God for that. Boy, I'll tell you, it seems to have the health of a boss. We'll just, I don't know, maybe play some more. Is there a canonical way to do this? Yes, come out. It is safe. Warmly shifting, dancing sands. We are chosen. All chosen. Man, I do not want to miss the album those guys come out with. Their singing is absolutely beautiful. Well, in any case, let's try to re-up our. How do we get our spin the? Oh, up and B is the craft bind. There we go. So I've never seen this before. Oh, I need silk, do I? Maybe I just leave and get some silk, and then we'll find out what that looks like. If allowed the opportunity, these creatures will grow to form larger and more oppressive. Well, wouldn't I like to see what that looks like? We might fight whatever, you know, that form is as a boss later on. Just have to see. But, oops. You telling me there's no enemies here? I can hardly believe it. I'm sure there's gonna be some down here, though, right? No! Well, in any case, we did find out, you know, that there's one use for the harp, at the very least. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have worked if I wasn't holding that tool. So, that's pretty nice. And now we actually have a reason to go back and destroy that beautiful statue. Because, you know, screw art. Hey, I mean, if we just take a picture of it, we could always just recreate it with AI, right? Hello, just passing through. Don't mind me. I'm just here to destroy some art. Maybe this is the final form of those guys. 71 and a beast shard. Well worth coming back. So, I guess, you know, all that's left to do now is find these last few fleas. Pretty sure there's only 2, unless I was missing one. So let's teleport over there real quick. And here we are. So, I have to admit that off camera, before this play session, I did take a peek, and I did see that there was an area up there. So, I'm pretty sure I can do this. It might be a little difficult, though, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not pretty sure that there's a canonical way to do this, but I did find that there was like a hard way to do this. Ow. Which is that if you get this guy to go to the left here, we can in fact harpoon off of him. Man, he doesn't want to go to the left. I'm trying to get him to go to the left because the secret is to the top left. So if you see right there, can do something like that. And I wonder why he's ducking down. Interesting. Okay, so I think we'll want to exit the room because I do need him to have as much health as possible. Then I have the weave light, so I can just spam that. Ooh, should save the weave light. Just want to heal a little bit. There we go. Ooh, I never actually saw that before, but I do have the quick bind. The quick bind, as well as the multi-binder, so pretty cool combination there. So let's try this one more time. So my plan is harpoon the guy, then downstrike him repeatedly to get up to that, to where I can harpoon the wall there. Just need him to do me the favor of positioning himself. I think this is going to be the hardest part, is just having him position. And maybe if I give my back this way, then he'll decide to go. Oh, it looks like he tries to go behind you, maybe? I don't know. Very weird. Very goofy. Okay, here we go. He's still not letting me get up there. And then just... Okay, that didn't work. I wonder if there's a better way. Whoa! How dare you? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get up there. What I'm thinking now... Ooh! That's alright. You can always heal that back. What I'm thinking now is grab the wall. Take a running jump here. And then grab the wall, and then try to get around it. And from this point, I should be able to... Nope. I should be able to get around it, but I do see there's a little butterscotch over here. I wonder what that's going to do for us. Ah, I see. Okay, so, I mean, it would have been nice to be able to do it the cool way, but it turns out we didn't have to after all. Just unfortunate I didn't get that on camera, because I did get up there once the cool way. Okay, and then like this, and then... Whoop, is there something else? Yes. And then all we need to do here... Something like that. Okay, that was much easier than what I was thinking. There you go, buddy. Be free. I don't think there's going to be anything else up here, but that's all we came for. So now let's get to the other one real quick. Here we are. Ahoy. So before looking for that flea, I'm gonna talk to this guy, because he won't shut up until I do.
It's feeling almost time, eh, Bellringer? You and her who waits up there, that fated meeting won't hold forever. Ready to make your play, to oust one ruler and claim her place?
I'll not deny some part of me desires that outcome. Dominance, it seems, is baked deep in my blood, as too, no doubt, for the one on top. And yet, another part persists. A part over time I find myself siding with more. That part wishes not to claim a monarch's mantle, Rather, it would see my freedom regained, and this kingdom's bugs unshackled from their pale chains.
Remarkable idea you're speaking there, Bellringer. A World Cup free? Not a wish I'd had much cause to hope on, serious like. But I ain't so surprised to hear you speak it. For all your helping, I've been seeing it clearer. You still got the monarch in you, all right, and the glare of a weaver, but the ambition, that's wild different from both.
If you have already guessed to my desire, sir, and share some part of it, would you offer me aid in the conflict to come?
Maybe yes. I can barely bear to tell it, but there's an idea, one rare disgust, for fear of her up there sensing the score.
You have conceived a method, I take it? A way to see a monarch removed, and me left free from claiming her station?
We have, me and what remains of my family. It's a trap of a sort, beyond the skill of this citadel, one to go further than just her binding. You'd be just the hunter to set it, if you're dare enough to try.
Ooh, Silk and Soul. So it looks like there is a canonical way to make progression in the final boss fight after all, and it wasn't a big spooky secret like I was thinking it was. Much more of a straightforward path, rather.
Grant me your aid, sir. If your trap provides a path to freedom, both for myself and your land's bugs, I may indeed choose to trigger it. What work would you do you require of me now to see your service made?
It's my family's strength you'll need to be seeking, Bellringer. Us 3 old bugs still alive, spread across this kingdom, and one poor cousin dead and drained in swamps choked rotten. Each has power, raw, savage stuff. For you, they'll give it. If for their fascination at the act, or the thrill of defiance, or because they have no choice at all. For the last part, I'll also be needing that rune setter you're carrying. Clever old weaver tool, that thing. And the perfect base on which to stretch our power. Once you've collected yourself the other critical parts, I'll ask you to pass it over as well.
Ooh, looks like a little bit of a mission we're gonna go on. Not sure what all this entails, but I'm sure the quest screen will fill me in.
If and you want that trap made, you'd best get to collecting. I'll point you towards what's needed as best I can. Down in the Mosslands, still clinging to their failed chapel, my sister will part with her power, if asked kind enough.
So it looks like he's alluding to maybe the that third seamstress, I'm just gonna call them, that we found in Bilewater, was it? I believe they were. It wasn't here. This was a. Was this a weave nest or was this the secret? It might have been right there. But I'm not sure if it's not that. Then I'm not sure who he's referring to. Otherwise, he has more of a relationship to those seamstresses and pinstress than it seemed at first. Let's check here. Okay, so this quest screen will tell me. Ooh, so it looks like we do have to collect some items that we already have. Acquire the necessary components to build a powerful trap. A maiden's soul, which we got, a hermit's soul, a seeker's soul, and a snare setter. I forgot where we got this soul, the seeker soul from, and the snare setter, but depending on how difficult it was to find these two, it could, inform us about how difficult it's going to be to find the other two. So, too bad I don't remember. Okay, anything here? No, I'm pretty sure I cleaned her out. You two are still chilling. That's good. But that's not why we're here. We're here for the flea. Sherma's still doing the Lord's work. So I don't think that it's going to be, you know, there is not the ability to jump up this wall here, but we can see that it is to the right of this area. So, I mean, we did check from the putrefied ducts previously, and we couldn't find it. We haven't not checked from the Whispering Vaults, and I don't think we've checked from the Memoriam either. So maybe I give those two a shot, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, here we are. We're right next to the flea. I'm pretty sure if there was a secret here, I would have found it already. So I think it's probably gonna, if I'm guessing correctly, it's gonna be in the transition area here. Maybe we need to attack this vinage. There it is. So maybe a little more to the right. Just attack the floor relentlessly. Oh, we're right above it now. If it's not from here, I couldn't imagine where else it might be. Oh good, my favorite enemy. Just immediately dashes into my face. Don't think we could get past that, could we? Let's try here. No, no sir. We already tried this before, so to save you the trouble, I'm gonna pause and come back with you when I find out. Alright, I'm back in this area again. In putrefied ducts. I really think that this is going to be the way to get to the flea, if there's going to be any way from over here, because we do have this very like obvious set piece here, and you can bounce off of it with the Weaver crest or the Wanderer crest, but doesn't really. I've tried doing this multiple times, doesn't do anything. But I feel like if we can kill this enemy, then it'll open the way potentially. There's also this very obvious like cracked cage type environmental, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to be it. I think we have to somehow get this enemy to either release the bug or destroy it. So maybe something like that. Well, that didn't do anything. What if I play a little music? Could it tantalize? Nope. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. So maybe if we have like a little morsel or something, we could throw it out as bait and then get it to release the guy or something. And then it will become vulnerable. I'm not too sure, to be quite honest with you. I've tried going from Memoriam, it didn't work. Tried going from putrefied ducts, it didn't work. The only thing left is from the Whispering Vaults, but I don't think it would be that would be the way of all ways. It could also end up being kind of tricky, where you have to go from Bilehaven, and then it's going to be a long shot up here. There's a number of places. I mean, you can see that it's surrounded by void on all sides. So any one of these areas could be the path. It's just unfortunate that we have to go around the world and guess. But I'll unpause when I figure something else out. And here we are in Whispering Vaults. I'm trying to carve any passage I can find out of the wall, but nothing seems to be opening up, no matter what I do. And I'm kind of starting to give up hope. I'm still convinced that the shortest, the best shot that we have is going to be from this one area here, where that ceiling plant is eating the bug, the jailer bug. I went back there with like fire tools and tried to burn it, but it didn't do anything. And went around the perimeter and hit all of the walls that I could think of. So I think for now, we're just going to farm rosaries and buy whatever's left out of the shops in like Bellhart, in Frey's shop, for example, and fill out the rest of the Hunter's Journal entries that we can still find. And I'll just let you in on those every time I unlock one. Which reminds me, I did get one very recently. This guy, this Vault Keeper.
Most likely this one's true charge was to root out and condemn those not seen as sufficiently fervent.
Yeah! Whatever the hell that means. We do still have this guy, so we have a few of these fools in the vaults to defeat. Man, 11 more. So while they're nearby, I guess I'll just sit at the bench and keep refreshing this guy over and over again. Okay, and we did, in fact, fill out this journal with both this lamp bearer and the scroll reader.
And did they ever truly understand those inscrutable scrolls? Or is it all merely pretense, an endless act to maintain their order's station within the citadel?
Ooh, a bit of corruption. How salacious.
An essential bug if one ever hoped to navigate that dark maze of stacks and scrolls.
So I guess now we could go to the slab and fill out some of these enemies here. At least this one. And here we are at the slab. Now I noticed there is a door here that I never unlocked, so silly me. One of the things that I did find out when I was watching another playthrough is that you can actually end up at the slab very early on, which I happened to miss because I'm just so good at the game that I didn't get captured. But if you get captured by the jailer bug in the Hunter's March and possibly some other areas, they do bring you to the slab and they strip you of all your supplies, and there's a little bit of an escape sequence where you get to see Hornet unrobed, and she just has kicks and no tools or her needle with her. And she's got to sort of do a jailbreak sequence. So that was pretty fun to watch. But since I'm only doing this in, this playthrough in one... Since I'm only recording the first try, might as well bring it up. Ooh, this is the guy I'm looking for. Well, since I'm planning on refreshing them anyway, I'm just gonna find a bench. And yeah, so I think this might have been the room that you fall into. You would go above the top of the jail there, outside, and you'd have to hide in the safe zones because it'd be cold. So they have these fire. And I was asking, like, why are these warm spots here? Well, it's because of that exact escape sequence. And then you would drop down into the room above, and it'd be a pretty funny animation where she breaks a dude's neck. But it turned out the reason there were so many traps scattered all around the slab was because if you didn't have your needle and your cloak, then it would be easier to kill the enemies using those traps rather than having to kick them to death. So anyway, yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit and come back with you when I finish off the journal entry.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but
It sounds like something interesting is happening. I just happened to walk into this crack in the wall. Don't remember what was here, but could be something I haven't discovered yet. The hell is this?
Yummy, yummy. Oh, are you here to serve me?
Benny Frank.
I am merely a visitor here, little one. Have you made this place your home, then?
My home? Oh, yes. Lovely and warm. The big ones, they bring me food whenever I'm hungry. And I'm hungry now. Eggy, eggy, hee hee. I'll eat a lot, grow big and fat, then I'll lay a lot of eggies. Woohoo! They bring me plenty of food, so they must want plenty of eggies.
I'm gonna have to wipe my memory from this later on.
And plenty they shall have, if they're nice to me. Hee hee.
Really? This is the dialogue?
Eggy, eggy, I want to lay a lot of pretty eggies. So tell the big ones, bring me more food.
Says the broodling.
And it no doubt sings, right? Grow bigger, bigger, oh so big. When you're hungry, eat and eat. Eggy, eggy.
Big and warm. Grow bigger, bigger, oh so big. Fill your belly with lovely eggs.
Amazing. Please stop. I couldn't have imagined this was here, but this game is full of surprises. Nothing on the top. Okay, well, they told us to tell the big ones, whoever those might be. So I guess I'll just poke around. I think the big ones are probably the big jailers. So maybe outside, up top, we'll find someone to talk to, though I doubt it, since I'm pretty sure they are guarding this place. But I do know there are some jailers up there. Okay, we don't need to mess with that. You there, I have a message. Oh. Okay, he's not friendly. Okay, he does a double strike. I am making money hand over fist though with all these farming quests. So, you know, I started at like 300, now I'm up to 800 or something. Quick bind. But if it's not these guys that I have to talk to, then I couldn't imagine who it might be.
What the hell? Get out of here.
Alright, well, I guess I'll pause, then I'll figure out who I need to talk to, so I'll save you some time. Okay, so we did handle it.
Their thick shroud leaves them sightless, yet it seems to matter little. They have no care for their own safety, wishing only to charge at those they sense as sinful.
Oh, so I was supposing that they were out for blood, because they were vengeful, but not on the side of the people who imprisoned them. That doesn't make any sense. Man, they're so brainwashed, they don't even know whose side they're on. Well, anyway, let's go to the Cogwork Core, because we still do have a few of these enemies to take care of. Here we are in the Cogwork Core. I just so happened to walk into this room, and it looks like this boss we fought is getting fixed. Oh, it seems like I grabbed their attention. Oh, but not their aggro. Interesting. What if I just came back a little bit later? Would this guy be up and running again? Might be able to stop them permanently. There we go. Ooh, can smack them around. And I wonder if there's some place we could deposit that body to sort of permanently dispose of it. Like in the garbage. Who are these guys? A cog worker.
more effective an opponent than would be guessed. The precarity of its winding domain can make even its simple assault a challenge.
God, Hornet, why do you need to be so verbose? Jeez. Well, anyway, I'll come back with you when I clear out a few more of these guys. Okay, we did just happen to clear out this cogwork cleanser.
An inspired use of steam. I must remember its construction when designing future tools.
As well as, pretty sure we got one more here, this cogwork crawler.
Its form is certainly based on bugs found outside the Citadel. In my own craft work, I too often look to nature for inspiration.
Now we still have this cogwork defender to get, so let's skip ahead. And we just finished him off.
It has no true mind, and yet fights effectively. Adjusting its strategy to my movements, where exactly are its thoughts written?
Asking the important questions. That's also what keeps me up at night. Now we know we can find this guy in the White Ward, and it looks like those are the only ones we gotta finish off. Then we got a few... No, we don't have anyone in the high halls we need to clear out, so we're pretty good there. Did a pretty good job overall of clearing out these enemies as we played through the game. These guys obviously in the underworks, so let's skip ahead and we can find one of this dude. And we did just finish him off. So we have a mortician.
It lies low to the ground, perhaps out of reverence for its task, but can spring up suddenly to attack. Its shear makes for a deadly weapon with surprising reach.
Yeah, I'll say. Maybe a little bit too surprising. And quite the set piece here, but doesn't seem like there's anything quite for us to do. We could go back into this inner area, though I don't know if there's going to be anything to find back here. Very spooky, but I guess they don't respawn the enemies. Well, anyway, we know we need to be in the underworks now, so let's get a move on. Interestingly, I did just loop from around. But I did notice. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not healing. Did notice that I walk in here, we can see where the morticians were stationed, so very cool connection. I like that a lot. Thought I'd just bring it to your attention. And here we are in the underworks. And I did try playing a song. Serve beyond shell, we are one. We all together. Remember us. Light, see us. We were many. Very cool. So it seems like there's still a flicker of life remaining in this automaton. Who could have seen that coming? But as we know, the architect that used to be here is no longer with us, so what a shame. Oh, hold on. We can go back. Okay. Or maybe not. Yep, that's a not. For whatever reason, some doors in this game are only one way, and I don't know why. Makes for very anxiety-inducing traversal, but that's the way it is, I suppose. So I'll just skip ahead. And here we are. I did take out a few more enemies. Like this underworker. Feeble servant of the underworks with a long twist pin and a hard shell.
With all the refuse collapsing throughout their domain, the worker's stiff shell would be essential if they held any hope to survive.
Ah, yes. Just like, your classic coal miner working in a collapsing environment. I did also get this underpoke, drained worker on the very verge of collapse. Consumed by the haunting, they continued to work far beyond their mortal limits. They toiled incessantly for the citadel, their shells bent and grayed, and now the kingdom's curse means not even death can relieve them. And this underloft, exhausted bug, grown sickly from the smog of the underworks. The workers' twist pins, once tools of repair, now serve as spun projectiles. The cost of so much grandeur. Did I peer closely enough into the foundations of my own kingdom? So all we got left is this underscrub, which I don't know where to find, and then this drape lord, which I thought I could find in the connection between the citadel, between the memoriam and the ducts. If you remember, there was a long bridge where we found Jubilana and a bunch of these drape flies, but the last time I was there, they didn't seem to spawn again, so I'm not sure where we could possibly find these guys, but I'll keep looking. Alright, we did finish out one more guy. And this underscrub, that they ever hoped to keep their domain clean. What a futility.
God, Hornet, that's cold.
So we'll keep on the lookout for this Drape Lord, though I think we might be able to find them in the Memoriam. We know we can certainly find this Crust Crag over there. And this Conch Fly is probably in the Sands of Karak somewhere. Yeah. Oh, a bunch of dudes we need to kill over there. Or the Blasted Steps, I should say, for these judges. So let's skip ahead so we can get there faster.
And here we are.
So we took out a couple new enemies. Or, more than a couple. One of them is this guy.
It is easy to be caught off guard by the ricocheting trajectory of its flung mask.
Oh, it's its mask, is it? I would have assumed it was just an anomaly. That it spawned out of nothing.
Especially in tight corners.
Okay, and then we also had... if I go up here, we have this Pilgrim Hiker.
A bug once frail, pushed by twisted thread beyond its mortal limits.
If I go back down again, we also have this Judge that we cleared out.
They remorselessly eliminate any pilgrim or passerby deemed impure to their sight. The countless husks strewn on paths beside them tell of their conclusive decisions.
So from here, we still have this big drill. Not a bee drill, but a big drill. And then this conch fly, which is going to be hard to hunt down, because I know these guys only spawn in a few places, though I think there's one near Shellwood. So we'll just skip ahead, but before that, I also did happen to miss something at the bottom of this particular room, right over here in this cage. Well, I guess it's not the bottom, but there is a divide in the middle of the room. So just because it looks like one room on the map doesn't mean it necessarily is. And how about that? It's just a simple rosary reward, which we're not in, need of at all. In fact, I'll be so brazen as to break both of these, just to
just to gamble a little more, just to live a little.
But anyway, skip ahead. And here we are on the bridge. So we did take out the bridge between the Memoriam and the Putrefied Ducts, that is. And we did take out this Drape Lord. So,
greed will always see some bugs swell above their kin.
If that's not commentary on life, I don't know what is. But it turned out that you just had to run back and forth in this area, leaving the room and exit, and it would randomly spawn. So that's how I found that. And then we got this Crust Crag.
Nature distorted. This bug was born tiny and mild. The citadel deformed it, in futile hope it may sustain.
And we also have this Risen Arga.
A fine shot with its sharp mask, and its aggression has no ill effect on its aim.
So true. So that's most of the enemies in this area. We still do have this Gallia, which I know where to find that in the Memoriam. And then we have a few more enemies in Shellwood. So let's do a little skipping. So, did you guys know you can play the needle in while you're sitting down at a bench? 'Cause I didn't. Look at that. She didn't even get up. You can even do a little dance. I love it. Anyway, on to more important things. Here we are with Chakra once again.
Your master has been found, Chakra. Your task in these lands is finished. Will you now return to your tribe?
I shall not return, horn-wielding needle. I cannot. To leave my tribe's nest plains, that journey has only one direction. This has always been our way. Our long leaving for those few who survive till age seeks to claim their shell, and those fewer who choose to send them on. But these lands, Farloom, my nest plains I once saw so grand, now they become small. A place for birth and growing, but a place too narrow to live a bug's full life.
Very grand.
Rest below while you can. In the lands beyond these bells, it is rare to see such safety. Pushanka!
To you too. Yes, yes. So I thought I'd just give Chakra a little visit while we're here. And then, at some point, I'll finish up this Pinmaster Plenty quest. Though I could do it right now.
I have more oil, Pinmaster. Its acquisition was no small task, but if it aids my blade, those challenges will be well rewarded.
Even more oil? What preposterous luck! That unseen gift, in quantity unheard, discovered by a single bug. Would you pass the oil, traveler? And perhaps a few rosaries for the ongoing effort? Allow this Pinmaster to again work wonder upon your blade.
Sharpen the needle. Ooh, I could do it. I think I'll do it because I imagine after this point, we're gonna have the end of this guy's quest line. So let's go ahead, take care of that.
Hola, indeed.
Needle sharp.
Welly done. What miracle to work again upon steel so fine. Few pins left in Farnham could attain such a sheen. You must tell me, traveler, wherever did you come upon so splendid a weapon?
The blade was a gift given by a noble tribe of my homeland. They forged the strongest steel, though it was rarely seen beyond their hive. That tribe has now long passed, and with them, the secrets to their craft.
Ah, if they are gone, it's a rarer piece than would be guessed. But what grand luck for this humble pinmaster to have worked with such a weapon.
And of course the game saves right after. So you can never go back.
If ever upon your long road more oil is acquired, seek my service with haste. Who knows what form we could find deeper within your blades sharpened steel.
Are you telling me there's another upgrade to acquire? That would be absurd. Holy! It's got hexagons, guys. Everybody knows hexagons are the ultimate form of power. Hive steel needle. A long sewing tool uniquely balanced for combat. The highly refined blade reveals its hive steel banding. Whoa. I don't suppose the needle strike is gonna have even more power now? Or it's gonna have a different animation, perhaps? But yeah, it seems like there is indeed one more upgrade to acquire, which is crazy talk. See if Scrounge has anything for us. After we've given him so much. I guess not. Okay, well, with all the money that I made, you know, wandering around killing fools, I can actually just afford one of these, apparently.
Care to refresh yourself in a steaming spa? Given your hard labors, I'm sure your shell would thank you for it.
And I have to see what this looks like before we end off the episode.
A fine purchase you've made. Allow us a moment and we'll get it set up in your bell home.
So now, I can't afford anything, which is perfect, because you always want to optimize rosary use, I suppose. Ooh. It's at the top of the building, huh? Almost like Cornifer hanging in his hammock at the end of Hollow Knight. Sweet privacy. No creepers creeping on me in here. So that's nice. But we still have more enemies to slaughter. So let's go ahead and get back to it. Alright, so we did clear out a number of enemies. Here, we got a splinter.
Avoiding their ambush is a good test of my senses and my ability to rapidly retaliate.
And of course the splinter horn, which looks like exactly like this enemy, but with a blue is like plus 7% or something. I don't know.
Its shell gives it the advantage of surprise, but also forces it into a slender, brittle shape that cannot withstand a heavy attack.
And with this damage upgrade that we just got, these guys are no trouble at all, I'm finding. Then we got this pond skipper.
The way they skate along the water's surface is so elegant. Surely it is a skill that can be learned. When time permits, I should attempt the task.
I think I already read that. But we definitely didn't have this guy.
Once a hunter purely for food, now they hunt unthinking and unending.
We have this Gallia.
The false mask alone is frightening enough to scare away smaller pests.
And I believe that's gonna be it for this area. Just checking if I missed anything. I thought there was one more that I got, but yeah. So I think we'll call it there. Next time, we'll probably go to the Sinner's Road and keep this gravy train rolling. There's also some enemies in Greymore that we haven't filled out. So, man, just enemies all over the map. But for now, let me find a bench. As is tradition, we have to end the episode at a bench. Got a lot done, but there's still more to go. I believe that one flea on the map that we can't figure out is going to be possibly the last flea, the very last one, up here by the putrefied ducts. So, you know, it'd be interesting to visit the caravan, or, you know, I guess it's not the caravan anymore, it's Fleetopia, after we finally figure out how to get that one, and see what they say. So, yeah, with that said, I don't know what else there is to do. We still have, like, 2 consumables, or 2 quest items that we still need to get, but I couldn't possibly even begin to guess where to find them. So, you know, the format is going to suffer a little bit, but I hope it's not too distracting. And I guess I'll, you know, at some point, if I can't figure out everything on my own, then I'll have to get some help. But, you know, nothing wrong with that. Would be exciting to see if this door here opens to, like, the middle of the earth. Could just keep burrowing down indefinitely. It could be like an infinite mode. That Team Cherry just added right here. You never know. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong. I hope you look forward to the next one,
And I will see you next time.